sure everyone can hear me here really quick before we get started. Okay. I think we are good. Alright. Well, guys, so as you guys know, I am doing Worlds Collide between NXT, TNA, and AAA, which will be on the 5th, so next weekend. And I'm going to be doing a showcase of everyone that's going to be involved in Worlds Collide. So this is only showcasing everyone that's going to be involved in Worlds Collide. That's it. Worlds Collide does have quite a bit of matches that's going to be happening, quite a bit of superstars. It's going to be pretty awesome. And it's going to be a mix of NXT, TNA, and AAA superstars. Obviously, all the TNA and AAA superstars are custom made. And even some of the NXT stars, but there is some stars that's going to be competing as well that's already in the game. Like AJ Styles, for instance, and Katana Chance, Kaden Carter of the Spitfire Warriors, stuff like that. So the people that are competing at Worlds Collide that's already in the game as base stars, I'm not going to be showing them because they're already in the game. But I'm going to be showing all the other ones. I feel like I need to get. Let me see. Hold on, really quick, guys. All right. Try to find some background music to do here. We'll do this. See what this sounds like. How's it going? Trying to get a little background music playing too. So, all right. So first thing I'm gonna do is show off the arena. I'll actually turn this part down. The first thing I'm going to do is show off the arena, show you guys what the arena looks like. Just edit the arena. I'm going to go into this mode. So here's going to be the arena that we are going to be using for Worlds Collide. So this is a good look at the stage. So you have the Worlds Collide logo up there. You have AAA, TNA, and then obviously the NXT is in the middle there, on the Victron there. That's what the banner looks like going across as well. Just has the Worlds Collide logo on it. Here's the stage, this is the ring. So Worlds Collide logo in it. It also has the NXT logo. Let me try to get like right above it. It also has the NXT logo. It has the WWE logo on the other corner to fill in a corner. So I did that because NXT is part of WWE. But main roster stars will not be a part of Worlds Collide. It's just NXT, TNA, and AAA. I just had to fill in the corner with a different logo. As NXT is part of WWE, I decided to add the WWE logo in there as well. And then TNA and AAA logos. This is what the top of the announcers table looks like. We have this banner on each side, so NXT, AAA, and TNA. Same thing on the other side, and then we also have the apron as well. Yeah, so this is the full Worlds Collide logo that arena that we are going to be using. How's it going? So that's that. I didn't make any changes, so we can just back out of that. Don't need to save it. Okay, now let's go into our superstars. We're going to start with our men's superstars. So the first one we have is Ace Austin. So here's Ace Austin. He has his orange, white, and black attire, inevitable, on the back there. And then his Ace cards tattoo up there. And then for his entrance, I just gave him this jacket and then the glasses. Some of the entrance attires, I just kind of did my own thing with them, not like the actual Army of Light. I just did my own thing with them, but yeah, that's his jacket and then his glasses. Yes, indeed. Next one that we have on the list is Basilio Gallows. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I'm not sure if I did. I really hope I did. Basilio Gallows. Yeah, I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, but this is him right here. So he is sporting purple and gold face paint with the white accents as well as the black. Black with a purple leather that's, I think that's leather. That's either leather or satin, but I believe I made a leather material for the purple. His boots is also leather material on the purple. The black is actually a matte finish. And then his tights is actually like a matte silk finish as well. Gallos? Okay, so Basilio Gallos is his name. So, alright. But yeah, his tights is a matte silk finish, and then the purple is a leather finish. So two different feels of material on his tights there. And then here is his actual entrance attire. So he dresses up kind of royalty, a king, sports a crown there as well. And then the jackets there too. And then it goes to the back, and they have the feathers going down all the way down as well. He also sports a luchador mask tattoo right behind his ear, very similar to where Cody Rhodes has his American Nightmare tattoo at, very similar to that. But yeah, that's where he sports his luchador mask at. The only thing I have not done yet for the other two that are supposed to have luchador masks, I did not do their tattoo yet, so I promise I will do their tattoo. I just have not done that part yet. But as far as everything else goes, they are finished. So just to let you know. But I promise I will add the tattoo on them as well still. I just forgot to do that before I started this. But yeah, so that is Basilio Gallos. Alright, so I'm not making any changes, or have not made any changes, I can just back out of it. Next one we have is Brain Dead. We all saw Brain Dead on Tuesday, last Tuesday on TNA, the TNA premiere of Hunter Haas's Control ownership. This is him again. I made him again. Well, I didn't really make him. I actually uploaded him to Community Creations and then downloaded him on this server because I already had it made. So I just did that instead of remaking him. That way it'd be like the same. Although I did change the brain texture above his face paint. I did change the brain texture. I just felt like this one actually looked better than his other brain texture that I used, so I updated that, but that's about it. Everything else is the same from what you saw last Tuesday. And then he sports the same t-shirt, so he's pretty much the same as you saw last Tuesday. Nothing different really. That's him right there. So yeah, he's pretty much the same, just the brain texture got changed. Brain Dead is Mexican, yes. He is Mexican. He used to go by the name of Donis Tribol on My Universe mode. He has always been Mexican, but he was from the Twisted Circus when he was Donis Tribol. So he has never had his actual home birthplace or whatever you would call it, his hometown. He's never had that announced when he comes out to the ring. It's always been something different depending on what his persona is. So Brain Dead, he's from the Edge of Reality. But as Donis Tribol, he was from the Twisted Circus, but he's actually Mexican. He is from Mexico. So he does, yes. He's always been part of that, like, weird but also dark and creepy persona type deal. He's always been into that, and that's what both his personas has been in wrestling, has been that. Next one we have is Chris Bay. So he is part of ABC, which stands for the Ace and Bay Club. For those of you that did not know, that's what that stands for, but they say ABC for short. But yeah, this is Chris Bay. So Touches on point. I did a little different color to his hair there. I might make his hair a little lighter, maybe, than that, but, and then his entrance attire, he's wearing this jacket here, the Ultimate Finesser, the Finesse Club. So, yeah, that's Chris Bey, and he is ready to go. Alright, next one we have is Forastero. Is that how you pronounce it? Or Forastero? Is that how you pronounce it? Forastero? Or Forastero? Something like that. I don't really know too much about this guy. I had to do quite a bit of research, honestly, to get this guy where I need him to be as far as his attire and everything else goes. So I don't really know too much about this guy before this, but yeah, this is him. So the mask, Forastero. Or Forastero. Forastero? Forastero. If I'm saying that right. But yeah, so this is him. And then for his entrance attire, I did this jacket here. It has his name in the back. Territorio on the side there. Forastero. Or Forastero. Okay. Gotcha. So, yeah, and then, yeah, so this is him, though. This is what he looks like. That's what he's going to look like in the game. The only thing is, I think this is the one where you told me you wanted me to do a Luchador mask tattoo on him as well. On this one. So I will do that still. I have not done that yet, so I will do that to him still. So that's the only thing missing on him. But other than that, this is what he's going to look like, the finished one. So yeah, that's it. Next one on the list, we have Hawk Cien Oro Castro, otherwise known as, formerly in my universe mode, as Derek Castro. Yes, indeed, he went back to a masked luchador. Which is what he has sported beforehand. So, yeah, he went back to a masked luchador. So, Hawk Cien Oro Castro is his name. And this is his entrance attire. So, he sports a hawk on top of his mask. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, crap. Hopefully I can get that tattoo in place in time. Tattoos kind of take a while. Alright, I'll see if I can find any good references to his tattoos and see if I can get that placed before Worlds Collide. I didn't realize that. And I guess I didn't realize that Tessa Blanchard had a tattoo either. So I gotta look at that too, but hopefully I can get their tattoos in time for Worlds Collide. If I can't, I apologize, but I would definitely try my best to do that. But yeah, anyways, so on his mask, he sports a spiked hawk. It is not hair, it is part of the mask material, but yeah, so he sports that. And then his entrance attire, he wears one. So, this is a big thing that he has worn for the longest time, but he went by Derek Castro. He did not, and now he went back to wearing this big thing again for his entrance attire. And then he also sports a cape as well. And then there are times where he actually sports wings as part of his entrance, like big wings, very similar to Lyra Valkyria. So there are times where he sports that too. But for this one, I have a cape here. Will he bring the wings to Worlds Collide? We'll find out. But in this current version of him, he is sporting the cape. So that is Hawk Cien Oro Castro. Oops, not mine. Next one on the list. Hero D. Ragnar. Or Hero D. Ragnar. How you pronounce it. Some of these I'm not going to pronounce. I don't know as much about AAA as I do other promotions. So if I get any of the names wrong, I'm sorry. So, I should probably know how to pronounce the names for when it comes to Worlds Collide, because I will be saying the names during the show a lot, so I should probably get to know how to say the names correctly. But yes, so this is Ragnar. And then he also sports a cape as well for his entrance. The H is silent, so it's Ijo. Ijo D. Ragnar. But yeah, so this is him. I'll definitely, I'll be watching videos on them as well when people say their names. That way I know how to pronounce the names too. So I will know how to pronounce the names when it comes to Worlds Collide, I promise. I had to do a lot of research, like a lot of research, to even do all of this, because I really don't know too much about AAA. EO. Oh, okay. Gotcha. EO. Okay, gotcha. Alright. Isaiah Cassidy. We pretty much already seen him. One thing I did not know, or I guess maybe either forgot or didn't know about Isaiah Cassidy, is that he has tattoos. And when I put him on TNA, or when I put him on NXT, or TNA? Was it TNA or was it NXT? Yeah, NXT. When I put him on NXT, I had no idea. Yeah, NXT. I had no idea that, or either that or I forgot that he had tattoos. So I was able to finally get tattoos placed for him. So I did place his tattoos on him. So he does have those now. I did update that for NXT as well. So he does have those tattoos for NXT too. But yeah, I guess I forgot or didn't realize that he has tattoos. So yeah. So that's the difference I made for him, is just adding the tattoos. Yeah, he did have tattoos a couple years ago, because the last time I used Private Party on my Universe mode, they didn't have tattoos, but he does have tattoos now. I was watching a recent match of his with Mark Wren, and I looked at it, I was like, oh, he has tattoos? So I started doing the research and finding the references to his tattoos, and I got them placed. These are not random tattoos, these are actually his tattoos. They're not as good as quality as the real life ones, but I can only do so much sometimes. But this is his tattoos, his actual tattoos. So, yeah. But that's what I did for him. We've already pretty much seen him in his attire. Everything is pretty much the same except for the tattoos. So I'm not going to go too much in detail with him. Here comes James Storm. I have not had a James Storm in my Universe mode for a very long time. I think it was probably 2K19 was the last time I actually showed James Storm in my Universe mode. I believe it was 2K19. So, here is James Storm. So this is his attire. He is sporting the red with the grayish color. It says Storm back there. And then, sorry about your damn luck on the bottom there. One of his biggest phrase, last call, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is his finisher's name. One of them. It might be his, yeah, it's one of his finisher's names, last call. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had James Storm. This is actually the first time that I have created James Storm since 2K19. So, it's been a while. I didn't have the logo anymore, so I had to find a new face scan for him and redo all of that. So I didn't have the one I had a long time ago. I've lost it over the years. But yeah, this is James Storm. I did this type of hair. I know he never had this type of hair before, but I was like, I'm going to try something a little different with him a little bit and give him something a little different, put my own little twist on it. So I thought this hair actually looked pretty good on him. So I was like, I'm going to keep it. This is actually pretty cool looking. So I gave him that hair. That would be cool if he does. But I doubt he'll come out with that song just because Robert Roode won't be there. So I doubt he'll come out with that song, but that would be kind of funny though, kind of cool. But yeah, so I kind of like that hair, so I kept it. And then I did, yes, as you saw, I do have a Beer Money attire. I played around a little bit and decided to do a Beer Money attire as well. But this is the attire that he's going to be wearing towards two Worlds Collide. I just did a Beer Money one just for fun, but so he has this jacket that's called Outlaw in the back there. I embossed the logos here to give it a little bit more depth to his jacket. And then his hat. And then here's his hat. Sorry, that's your damn look. And that is James Storm. Next one we have Jason Hotch. This one kind of took a little while to do, actually. Jason Hotch, I didn't realize he had tattoos until later on as well, but got tattoos on there for him. It's actually great hands. I did good hands, so I do have to change that. So don't worry, I will be changing that, but it's actually supposed to be great hands, not good hands. I do have that on John Skyler, but I don't know why I said good. I just had the word good in my mind. But I will be changing that good to great, so that will be fixed. But yeah, so I decided to do this. I did my own twist on the attire. Sometimes I like to do that. I just like to do my own little twist on the attire. Especially with Worlds Collide coming up. I have time to do logos, but not for every single person. So some of them I just kind of did in-game stuff and just add my own little thing to it. So yeah, but yeah, they are part of the Order 4 with Mustafa Ali, but Jason Hotch and John Skyler are also a team called the Great Hands, and they're affiliated with the Order 4 with Mustafa Ali and Tasha Steelz. At least they were. I watched the most recent TNA, and Mustafa Ali actually backstabbed all of them, so he's actually not in the Great Hands anymore. Or he's actually not in the Order 4 anymore. It's actually somebody else now. I'm trying to remember who it was that came out to their aid. I just watched a few nights ago, and someone else came out to the aid of Jason Hotch and John Skyler and kind of took over as the leader for the Order 4. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, Mustafa Ali is no longer the leader anymore in real life. But because we currently have that in the game right now, he is still going to be the leader as of right now. But I might just keep it like that too for a while. But yeah, so this is Jason Hotch, and then also I do have a jacket I have on him. Nothing special, just a leather jacket. Didn't even add any logos to it, just did that. Oh, Cedric Alexander. That's who it is. Yes, he came out and he stood with Jason Hotch, John Skyler, and Tasha Steelz. And Jason Hotch. Or not Jason Hotch, Mustafa Ali grabbed the hand of Tasha Steelz and tried to take her with him, but then she held back, and Cedric Alexander also held Tasha Steelz's other hand, and it's like, nope. And Tasha Steelz sided with Cedric Alexander, Jason Hotch, and John Skyler. That's what it was. Mustafa Ali just left after that, but he did turn his back on them. So, yeah. But yeah, that's Jason Hotch. All right, next. John Skyler. So John Skyler, same colors, obviously they're in the same team. I did do it to him, great hands, so I will have to change that on Jason Hotch. But pretty much the same logo back there as well, just different tights, and they gave him this jacket to sport with it. I just thought this jacket looked really, really cool, so I decided to give him this jacket to sport with it as well. So yeah. John Skyler. He is a little bit, not like big, but he is a little husky. L.A. Park is next. So, this is L.A. Park. I'm pretty sure it's L.A. Park and not La Park, because it has the dots in between L and A, so that would assume that it's L.A. as like an abbreviation of something, but yeah, this is him. And the one cool thing I like about this is that they actually have his mask and everything in the game, because one of the MyRise generic luchadors, I forgot what his name was, but he's been in a few different My Rises now, and he wears this mask, except he has like the color purple or whatever. And it's kind of funny how they used LA Park's or the Parker's mask for it. And because of that, it's in the game. So I just think that's really cool. So it was nice to be able to actually, like, I could make a legit LA Park because of that. So, props to 2K on doing that. They still need to fix all this shit though. But, and then this is his entrance attire. Next one we have on the list is Mance Warner, which I have not used Mance Warner yet, but he is on my TNA. So I have not made him yet though, or I have not used him yet, but this is him. So it says Mancer Era up there, and then he wears that bandana. And then I decided to give him this. I decided to give him this for his entrance attire, this big jacket here. Or this big, you know. So I gave him that for his jacket. I just thought it looked really, really cool. So I decided to give him that, just kind of put a little oomph on his entrance attire. It's Mancer's Era. He is actually in a mixed gender tag team with Stephanie Lander. They're known as Deathmatch Royalty. And that's a real life thing, so that's also an in-game thing as well, but that's a real life thing. So next we already know about Marcus Mad Dog Nate. Marcus Mad Dog Nate doesn't wear anything too crazy for his attires. He used to, but he just kind of wears these shorts now and socks and then his shoes. That's pretty much it now. He does have more tattoos since the last time we saw him. The last time we saw him, he had arm tattoos, but then he just had that font tattoo right there. Which I've never been able to actually look to see what it says. But that font tattoo, not all the roses and everything, but just the font that's right there within the tattoo, he only had that, and then the arm tattoo, that was it. So he's gotten a lot more tattoos since the last time we saw him. And even a full back tattoo, here's a closer look at his back tattoo. So all three of his sisters died in a car accident a while back ago. So this is actually a tattoo of all three of his sisters. And yeah, so rest in peace to them. But he put them in for a tattoo, a big tattoo on his back. So that's pretty awesome. And he has a family tattoo there, familia tattoo there, and so forth. So yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does give off those vibes for sure. Yeah, he definitely does, absolutely. Yeah, I really like that tattoo a lot. It's really cool, actually. And then he sports a jacket with a hood, glasses, and then a necklace. It's actually a necklace that his sister gave him. One of his sisters. And yeah, he wears that necklace now. And he says that he doesn't wear it in the ring, obviously. He doesn't want anything happening to it. But he says wherever he goes, that necklace goes with him. So you will never see him without that necklace. He will always be wearing that necklace in his entrance. And anywhere he goes, you'll see that necklace on him. The only time he takes it off is when he's wrestling in the ring. So that's a very big, important part of his life, is that necklace. Alright, next we have on the list, for the men's, is Mark Quinn. We've already seen Mark Quinn, but we'll do like a little thing of him. But we already know pretty much about Mark Quinn. He's the same as he is in NXT. So, has the pockets there. And then, yeah, so nothing changed with Mark Quinn. Still the same as his NXT one. You've already seen him pretty much. I just pretty much uploaded him to Community Creations, and then we downloaded him on this user to save the time of having to make him again. Next, Mascara Dorada. or if that's how you pronounce it. I know about Grand Metalik. I do. I just don't know how to pronounce his name now. Mascara, maybe? Mascara Dorada? But I do know about Grand Metalik. I just don't know how to pronounce his current name. I've only known his name as Grand Metalik. But yeah. So, this is him though. It's his mask. I actually really like the way that this one turned out. This is probably one of my favorites. Okay, Mascara Dorada. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this was probably one of my favorite turnouts of all the ones I've done. I think it turned out really well. I think the mask turned out really well. Everything looks very clear. I almost want to say it looks like it's actually in the game. It looks really good, very smooth. I really do like it a lot. I gave him this just to have some jacket thing to wear, so I gave him this to wear out to the ring. Yeah, so I just think it looks really cool. So I gave him that to wear outside the ring, but and to the ring, his entrance. So, but that is him. Mascara Dorada. I got this like gnat like flying right in my face. Okay. Next one is Mystico. This is my other favorite turnout. I think this turned out so good. This is the original Mystico. The OG Mystico. So he has the red, he has the green on the other side. Really like the way that looks with the gold. I think it looks really, really awesome. Sporting the red boots with the black trim and the white laces. And then for his attire, or for his entrance attire, I sported him this jacket. Yes, indeed, he is. He wasn't in WWE as long though. Unico took over shortly after, and Unico version of Sin Cara is the one that stayed in WWE the longest. So most people know Sin Cara from WWE. Most people know Unico Sin Cara from WWE more than the original Sin Cara. Most people, the OG Sin Cara, most people know him as Mystico. But yeah. So this is Mystico though. Yeah, he's the one that had the botched performance, unfortunately, in WWE when he jumped the rope that one time. I can't remember who. I think it might have been Sheamus in the ring, but he jumped the rope and botched that. That was the original Sin Cara, the OG Sin Cara. But yeah, I don't know why, but I know that Unico's version of Sin Cara is the one that was in WWE the longest. So more people know his version for being with WWE than the OG Sin Cara. But yeah, he is still very well known. I'm not saying that. Mystico is very well known, but he is known more as Mystico than he is Sin Cara. Alright, next we have Mustafa Ali. So, this is Mustafa Ali. It says Mustafa Ali on the side of the tights there. Back here it says Order 4 as his faction name. And then for his entrance attire, this is the closest I can get to what he actually wears in real life for his entrance attire. But yeah. I think it actually looks really cool though. I actually like the way it looks. Mustafa Ali. Next one we have, after Mustafa Ali, we already know about Okami Haken. I actually did too. I think it actually looks pretty good on him. So I kept it there. We already know about Okami Haken. Only thing that changed with him is he is sporting a different face paint now. Again, he does change his face paint every now and then, but he is sporting a different face paint now. So that's what changed with him. But other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. So, yeah. Okami Haken. And he still has that very creepy entrance attire as well. Okami Haken. Next, I did update Ricky Saints. Updated his face texture as well. So, I feel like it actually looks a little better than what I did. But, so this is Ricky Saints. Still with that black, gold, and white attire. Saints in the back there. And then the jacket. I will be getting him a different jacket at some point soon as well. Just to change up his attire a little bit, but this is what he'll have for Worlds Collide. Ricky Saints. Alright, next one. Is Samson. So this is the attire that he'll have at Worlds Collide. This is the back. The sides, I like the way it looks. I think it turned out really awesome. And then he is also sporting this jacket as well. As a sense to the back there. And he is a tall luchador. He's a tall luchador. He's 6'2". 205 pounds, so he's a bigger luchador. Yeah, he is. He definitely is. He's a bigger luchador for sure. And then we have Sensei with AI, with it being AI at the end. That's pronounced Sensei, and as you meant to do Sensei, but Sensei is EI. So I'm assuming with how you spelled it, I'm assuming it's Sensei. Sensei Go. But he's wearing sporting these pants here with the lime green, the blue and the lime green. And then he's sporting this jacket that says Sensei Go on it. I will be putting some other logo on it as well. I'm just trying to find the best one for it, but I am going to be probably putting another logo on here as well to kind of resemble its Jackie Chan or Jet Li. But this is him at the moment. Okay, gotcha. Sounds good. Alright, so I think that's it for the men. Now remember, I'm only showing the ones that are not in the game. Like, that are not actually in the actual game. Like AJ Styles, for instance, he's going to be part of Worlds Collide, but he's already in the game. Same with Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, they're already in the game. So I'm not showing them, I'm only showing the ones I had to create. So now it's time for the females. This is now known as Carmen Dora Abel. She is what's known as Luke's daughter. So this is her, pretty much the same as what she was in NXT. This is pretty much the same. The only thing is she has the face paint on that side of her face now. But yeah, she's the same as what she was in NXT. And she also sports this big robe looking thing, which I think looks so cool. I really like that robe a lot, but yep, that's her new name. So that is her, Carmen. Carmen is also the daughter of Super Crazy, and her brother is David Castro, Hoxie and Oro Castro. So they're all family, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So yeah. Yeah, I do like Gaios Edge attire. I think it's really cool looking. I really do like the way it turned out. Now, before I bring up this one is very hard. If I can still find a face texture before Worlds Collide, I will fix it. If not, please understand that this is what we're going to have to go with, because I was not able to find a good face reference to use to make a face texture with. Her face is weird in a way. She is older. She has a lot of wrinkles and other stuff going on with her face because she's getting older. So because of that, it was kind of hard to really do her face the way it should be done, and because of that, it also is going to make the face textures look weird. That I would try to do with the faces that I was able to find from her, so I couldn't find one to really fit great. So if I do find one before Worlds Collide, I will get it fixed and it will look a lot better. But just, yeah, please understand, this is what we're going to have to go with. So, I do have the tattoo though. I was able to get that at least from her. I mean, it's not the greatest clearance, like it's, you know, but it will do for what it is. She is part of AAA, so I mean, she won't really be seen too much really in my universe mode. But I know she has braided hairs a lot, so because of that, I gave her that braided hair. I don't watch much backyard wrestling actually. There's no like real reason why I don't. Like, it's not that I don't like it. I just haven't really gotten around to just watching it and seeing what it's like. So yeah, I really don't know who Aaron Blaze is. That's pretty much it for her attire though. I might give her like I don't really know what she wears for her entrance yet. So I gotta look at that still, and I can put that in once I figure that out. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. So I'll probably get an entrance attire for it at some point as well. This is Jalissa Mexa, also known as Yulissa Leon, also known as, in my universe mode, when she was in NXT, she was known as Yosha Nunes. But this is her now, Jalissa Mexa. She does sport the pink on the hair. I did have to turn that shine down. There was another patch that just happened recently, and that patch has made a lot of the hair shiny again. So I can fix it. I just have to turn the shine down a lot. But it just turned a lot of the shine all the way up to 100, and I just have to turn it back down. It's kind of weird, but alright, that looks a lot better. But yeah, this is Jalissa Mexa. And then for her entrance attire, she has definitely changed a lot. Absolutely. I gave her this for her entrance attire. I like the hat a lot. I think it looks really cool. But yeah, this is her. Can't wait to see her in action either. It's gonna be sweet. Alright, next one. Killer Kelly. Sporting the red hair with the black in the front there of the hair. And then sporting this black and silver looking attire with tall boots that go over her knees, so it kind of takes the place of knee pads. So she doesn't wear knee pads, she just wears those boots. We've seen a lot of the female superstars wear those type of boots. So, and then she sports this black jacket. Yeah, both the attires are really cool looking. I really do like the way they both turned out. Jalissa definitely looks a lot better in this one than she did in my 2K24. I was actually able to find a proper face texture for her. But yeah, so she wears this jacket. And that is Killer Kelly. Next one we have. We already know about Nick Sakate, but I'll still just show it just because. We already know about her. She is pretty much the same as she was as she is in NXT. So nothing really changed with her. Yeah, she's pretty much the same. So nothing has changed really with her. Stephanie Lander is pretty much also the same as well, but I think I did give her an entrance jacket, which we have not seen yet. And we haven't really seen Stephanie Lander yet, but she's on my TNA, but this is her. She's sporting a pink, gold, and blue, as well as on the knee pads, her initials, SDL, Stephanie Lander, pink, gold, and blue there. And then I gave her this for her entrance attire, her entrance jacket to wear. And she's sporting that hair with the blonde highlights in the front. And then we have Tessa Blanchard, who's going to be rocking out with a Mexican-themed attire. So she does that diamond there for the attire as well. And then the back, it says Blanchard in the back. And yeah, the red, green, and white. So having a Mexican-themed attire for Worlds Collide. Pretty awesome. And then she's also going to be sporting this leather jacket with this lion looking thing as over the shoulder blade there. I think looks actually pretty cool, pretty sick looking. So she's going to be sporting that for entrance. Yep, she's so in love with the culture, which I'm not going to get too far or too deep into it because it's not really a topic I really want to go into too deeply, but I do like to see this because Tessa Blanchard is very hated in real life because she turned out to be a really big racist against different cultures, but she has worn this to kind of I guess kind of show love to different culture. She wore this at CMLL. And she was there one time competing, or even for a short time she was there competing, and she wore this attire to kind of show the love for that culture, which is kind of nice to see. But she's really hated in real life because of being a racist towards other races. And yeah, that's also why Sal Blanchard divorced her as well. Because Sal Blanchard and Tessa Blanchard were married, but Sal Blanchard divorced her because of it. And yeah, so, but that is pretty much that. So this is Tessa Blanchard though. I think I like the way that this turned out. I like the way the jacket turned out. I like the way the attire turned out. I do like the red and green sparkly look on the attire. Who the hell is calling me? Who is Donata? I don't know who the hell that is. But yeah. So that is Tessa Blanchard. So then, that's it. That is the showcase. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. Worlds Collide is July 5th. It's a must-watch. It is going to be absolutely insane, absolutely awesome. And I can't wait to see you all there. See you guys in the next time.